Hello everyone! Emily Claire Redfield here to tell you all about the best way to maximize your profits for when you eventually find yourself on Shark Fin Island. When I was playing that day, I had Flick on my island and was trying to land on Bamboo or Scorpion Island so I could get some bread. But I got equally lucky by landing on Shark Fin Island. I was just watching a video on Mystery Islands that day and almost overlooked it and turned around to go back to Wilbur. But once I saw the big fin land structure, I knew I hit the jackpot. Before this, I'd never landed on Shark Fin Island before, so I didn't know what I should do entirely. I brought some iron with me and had a bunch of trees available, so I decided to maximize my profits the best way I knew how. I decided the best course of action is to catch everything in the ocean and then start to weed out the lower valued fish by releasing them whenever my pockets became full. By the end, you only want to keep the great whites. Don't bother going back into your pockets over and over again if you get a sucker fish or another low valued shark. Just keep them, and once your pockets become full, keep the sharks that are valued higher and release the lower value. Something else I wanted to bring up, if you get here and don't have many fishing rods or the iron, try to use the resources of the island to make your own rods. There are trees here, so you can keep shaking them over and over and making rods. It's totally worth it in the end. At this point, my pockets were already full, and I was only keeping great whites and whale sharks. You can choose to only keep great whites and throwing back everything else by the time your pockets are full, but I personally liked seeing my progress and how I was weeding out the lower valued sharks. Oh yeah, this bad boy Brucey over here is exactly what you're looking for. Finally, by this point, my pockets were full of great whites and whale sharks only. So I was only accepting great whites and letting everything else go. And every single time I would get a great white, I would throw back any whale shark I had. Ladies and gentlemen, the moment you've been waiting for, the pride of the pride of Shark Fin Island! I finally caught my last great white and was able to finally go home. Aww, how cute! Look at that little smile! Well, it took me over 2 hours, but I was able to fill my pockets with nothing but great whites, my fishing rod, and the rest of my iron. 'Cause I worked hard for that, damn it. Each great white is valued at 15,000 bells, but if you decide to store them in your inventory and wait for CJ to swing by your island, each shark comes out to 22,500 bells each. I added in an extra great white I was holding on to when CJ was visiting. So with our final total, take away 22,500, I end up with 855,000 bells, an extra 285,000 just because I decided to wait for CJ rather than selling to the twins. Hope you enjoyed my video on Animal Crossing. Please hit subscribe and let me know what you like to do when you end up on Rare Mystery Islands.